James here with quick assembly job of a new product. This is from WOODYNLUX. This is their narrow side table or nightstand, guys. This is approximately 12 inches deep by 24 inches wide by 24 inches high. It is a double shelf system. Now I'm going to put this together real quick like for you guys, even though I've seen a little slight hiccup with this, but not a problem. So we're going to put it together for you on camera. We're going to start with these pieces. Now we are going to grab one of these pieces and we are going to screw all these legs in here. So I'm going to show you guys this in 1 second. Pop some stuff off real quick. Grab one of these and we have this just like this. You're going to grab all these 4 bars. Well, the 4 bars are going to take these A screws, right? But it says B screws, so we're going to go in here and grab the bag of B screws. We're going to tear all these apart. So we are going to need number 3. Let's see which one this is labeled. This is a 3, so I take it they're both 3s. So that should be not a hiccup. Whole bunch of screws, right? We got the B screws. We got the legs. The legs are going to go in here. We're going to go to corner, right? And then we're going to make sure that we line them up properly and screw them in. Just slide the screw through. Kind of like this, guys. Just slide it through. Feed it through. Kind of just screw it on. You guys can manually screw it like this. Just twist it to a point till you can't go no farther. Then you grab the included screwdriver and just screw it all the way. Now just make sure when you do this, guys, that you put it together and leave the holes up and down on these bars, because if you do not do that, you will not be able to connect up your tops to these, which would be an issue. Another screw, slide it in, make sure it goes through, just like that, right? Another 4, screw it on. Which is pretty cool. Then get to the point where we need the screwdriver. And just tighten it in, make sure it's nice and snug. Grab another one and come down here to the bottom side, same as the other. And then we'll repeat the process for the other side. So pretty simple, pretty easy. I think manually screwing it like this, if you guys can, will get you there quicker. Hold the screwdriver if you really need, guys, right? Just make sure that when you get to the point that the screw holes, these bars have the holes up and down instead of side to side, because then you're going to have an issue of lining it up. Now, of course, my foot's in the way down here, guys. Same thing, this side. So you have 4 screws, 4 bars, and then you'll have 4 more screws for the other side. Then you'll have a connected piece. So we now have that side screwed up. Flip your instruction manual over, right? And it says repeat process for opposite side. So we have this opposite side, opposite bars. Just make sure your legs line up down here, right, guys? So they line up. Feed the screws through. Now this side you won't be able to screw it the same way, so you have to do it with the screwdriver. If you have a drill, use a drill, guys. It'll make this a lot faster and a lot easier on you if you really need. Unfortunately, I didn't think about pulling my drill out today, since it's just a simple amount of screws right here. Same with bottom. Make sure it goes through, lines up. I mean, this process is pretty quick. Now remember guys, this is going to feel a little bent out of shape at points. And that's because the bars are screwed in and you're just relining them up. You're not actually bent. And it's not hurting it. Just like that. Now they give us one extra screw. So put the bottom part together and you have one extra screw left. They always, seems nice that they actually add you one extra screw in there. So there's our metal frame together, guys. Right? Very simple, very quick. Now I'm going to set you guys back a little farther, just like this. Give you a little more space. Next, we take stage 4, which asks for A screws and part 2. So part 2 is this board with the notches. You guys see these notches? Just make sure you have the screw side. Then you're going to have to go down like this. Slide it in just like this. Fit it in. Flip it over and grab some A screws. A screw bags right here, very simple. I mean, this whole process is very simple. Now, if you guys need, this is a flathead and a screwdriver. If you guys really need, they don't really need it because they're all screws. Pop them out, grab your screws. Just like this. Feed it in. Screw it on. Now do that with all 4 screws. Now, it may take you a couple times, guys, to line the screws up. Just remember, be patient. Which I'm trying to be. And then go on to the next screws. And so on. And then you're going to repeat the process for the top, guys. I'm going to just stop here and then I'll switch over once it's done. Just remember the top one has 4 screws too, and we'll be back. Okay, now that we got the last 4 together, you guys can see it's all together. Very simple, guys. You have 4 screws on each side, 4 screws on that side, 4 screws on each tabletop, 2 layers. Very easy, very simple. That is how easy it is to put together the WOODYNLUX narrow nightstand.